guys, we're gonna finish up this this game right here against the Jazz. My com is averaging pretty good points actually. Doing really well. Jordan Clarkson's doing good too. Laurie Markkinen's doing well. Vanderbilt's doing okay. Walker Kessler's doing fantastic. Colin Sexton's doing okay. Keldon's alright. Blake Beasley's good. Reggae. Remember when he used to be a baller? So I got done watching WrestleMania with my brother, and I ain't gonna lie. The main event was a good match. Great match. Decision? Stupid. Just the dumbest decision I've ever seen in my life. Why the fuck would you not let Cody Rhodes go over there? Because he was in AEW? Is that what it is? So stupid, man. Like, I was genuinely pissed. Still am. I'm like genuinely upset right now. Let's play it against the Jazz, man.
The starting lineup for the...
And Greg, we're still very early in the season. What are these teams right now doing to main through the year?
Well, this is the time for coaches.
Jordan Clarkson is out there with Conley, and it's Markkinen in at the 3. And that one good for Clarkson.
And nicknamed the flamethrower for a reason. Clarkson can light it up with the best of them.
Nurkic is screen on Conley. Here's Lillard. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Anytime you watch the Jazz, you have to think back to those great Utah teams of the 80s and 90s. They easily could have won a few rings.
Maybe even more than a few. And Smitty, it seems hard to believe those Jazz didn't win a title or 2.
Kevin, well, if it wasn't for a player named Michael Jordan, they probably would have. Those Stockton, Malone Jazz teams ran into Jordan twice in the finals when he was at the peak of his career.
The shot by Clarkson, no good. On the wing, Johnson. He's guarded by Markkinen.
Keldon Johnson gets the first bucket of the game.
Johnson just muscles his
Averaging
way
18
to
points a
shots.
game.
It's not easy to contain him down low.
Inside. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the content. It's going to be on Yusuf Nurkic.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
The Jazz shooting their initial free throws of the game right here.
And they've been ordinary on the season as well. Just about 75% from the line.
Good on the second free throw. GA, something that's kept Portland from getting over the hump is their defense.
Kevin, their defensive rating hasn't been pretty for several years. It's a point of emphasis for the Blazers going forward. Shore up the D and try and take that next step.
Lillard against Clarkson. Launches it. And once again, off the mark by Utah. And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours.
He finally got a dunk, finally.
I was able to talk with the head coach of the Jazz.
I didn't know he knew how to dunk.
This is the first meeting of these 2 teams, so he didn't know exactly what to expect. But he does know that he wants his guys to attack offensively. He feels their success on that end will dictate their success through the game.
Get out of here.
So, guys, we can expect them to be aggressive from early on.
All right, David, we'll see if their strategy will pay off. Greg centering their efforts now on
Keldon Johnson gets a nice bucket.
Yeah, and I can understand what they're trying to do here. Come out of the gates with some heat.
And it forces your opponent's best scorers to expend energy at the defensive end. It makes the strategy a win-win.
Here's Conley after the made shot from Keldon Johnson. To the wing right side. Vanderbilt finds Conley. Shot clock at 5. Vanderbilt a screen on
Damn.
The Jazz again can't hit it.
The will is there, but the execution is lacking. He can't seem to finish plays this quarter.
No good from Grant.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Nice ball movement by Utah. Here's Conley out to Clarkson. And now Portland on the break. From deep, Johnson.
Keldon Johnson for 3. Got it.
Johnson's got 7 points in the game.
Nice vision from the youngster. Sharp that time.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Jazz.
And 3 Portland. Keldon Johnson has 7.
So a moment now to see the story for him.
Ooh. Shannon Sharp has been on fire this past week.
Jazz trail by 7.
I'm gonna party with Snuffy, but I think he's probably with me.
Conley against Lillard. Conley dishes to Clarkson. 6 to shoot. Looking to end the run. Portland grabs the miss. This their first chance this season playing the Jazz.
Well, these two teams will see plenty of each other, as this is the first of 4 contests between them this year.
Johnson has 9 points already.
They know each other very well, and they'll be getting to know each other a lot better by season's end.
Here is Conley. After the made shot from Keldon Johnson. Vanderbilt kicks to Clarkson. Driving to the basket. That one drops, and he's now 2 for 5.
Even when he first came into the league, this was Clarkson's go-to move, pressing the action off the dribble.
Johnson in the corner. Grant sets a screen for Johnson. Down low. And it's blocked. Second shot opportunity, and Nurkic gets it to go. Nurkic has got his second basket.
And the story here, Kevin, early on, is how well they shot the basketball.
Conley against Lillard. Unloads from 9. Conley's shot is off. Trailblazers leading by 9. Now, here's Sean. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Here's Vanderbilt. Nails the baby hook.
Well, Clarkson doesn't do huge assist numbers, but he won't waste a wide open opportunity.
Conley against Lillard. Nurkic setting the pick for Lillard. Kicks it out to Johnson from downtown.
Keldon Johnson again.
For the 5th time in 5 shots. He remains perfect.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Second chance effort. Nurkic with the block.
Making a statement with that swat. Nurkic is all over the place.
Back to Conley. There's the pick. The Jazz need to get off a shot here. Shot's good by Clarkson.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open. And for years, Mike Conley had an interesting title. The best player to never make an all-star game. Well, that changed in 2021 when Conley was named an all-star.
And it's Jazz trail by 5. For Mike Conley, year 13 was lucky for him, going to that first All-Star game.
And that was the longest wait ever to become an All-Star. Conley, 33 at the time of that first selection, just shows you the work ethic of Mike, always trying to improve.
So on the floor for Utah. Up front, it's Vanderbilt at the 4 and Kessler at the 5. Conley out there with Malik Beasley. And it's Horton Tucker in at the 3, the small forward.
They've settled into a nice groove offensively here in the second.
Pass to Beasley. Floats one. And it's Portland with the rebound. They're coming off that win against the Nets.
And the difference in that one, the efficiency from range. They really focused on getting good looks.
And if it wasn't there, each guy was willing to make the extra pass, trust in his teammates.
And different games, different officials. Something that might be called a foul in one game, Greg, may not be called in the next. As a player, how do you adjust to that?
That's a great question, and that's part of being a veteran. I learned early on, you actually scout officials the same way you scout the players. They have tendencies as well.
Here's Payton following the basket by Colin Sexton. Payton looking it over. Thibault on the wing. Here's Sharp. And airballs the triple. That one was way off.
Just not there from a rhythm standpoint right now. It's really eluding him.
Sexton the pass to Olynyk. Offline with his 3. Portland leading by 4. To the middle. Olynyk with the steal. Here's Horton Tucker. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. Good work there as it goes.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Here's Payton after the basket by Utah. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. That one on Olynyk.
You look back at how the Blazers have drafted. They get a lot of value no matter where they pick. Great job of identifying and growing talent.
Justice Winslow, he's checked in for Portland. 2 big marks there, you're right. And the last 2 lottery picks for Portland before the latest draft, Lillard and McCollum.
And Kevin, McCollum has since moved on, but they have knocked it out of the park in the last decade. Great job of maximizing draft assets.
Horton Tucker, the shot goes down and he gets this game back to even. Horton Tucker's got his second basket of the night.
Doing work inside. Nice finish by Taylor Horton Tucker.
And that outstanding drive and finish brought to you by Mobile One.
And putting that pressure on the rim. That's what it's all about, threatening with that attack.
Pass to Watford. He makes that one.
There you go.
Only a second and 5 drives.
That's just staying in the moment, keeping with the current possession.
Sexton against Payton. Kicks it to Beasley. Passes to Sexton. Goes back up. That doesn't go. He's 5 of 12 on the night. For Portland, they've gone 8 of 16 from the field in the second quarter. A nice, efficient 50%. Thibault, the pass to Winslow. They set the pick. And the layup's good off the glass. Now it's a 4-point Trailblazer lead.
Very intelligent
This is
player.
Winslow with the bucket.
Winslow is great at being creative in these pick and rolls.
Utah calls timeout.
Now it's the time, ladies and gentlemen, get loud for your Blazers Blazers dance crew.
He's checked in for Utah. And now the 2K leaderboard, a list of the teams that have rebounded the ball tremendously over the last 10 games. Number 1, the Trailblazers.
what a show of strength in terms of rebounding. I mean, they've really controlled the glass here of late, playing with some extreme physicality.
Sexton against Payton. Sexton dishes to Beasley. Here's Olynyk, and he converts.
Damn, I don't know how they get that inside
Olynyk's got 5 points so far.
And defensively, they're on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
On the wing, Payton. Defended by Sexton. Here's the screen. Back to Thibault. And the 3 off target.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Now the pass to Sexton. Olynyk dishes to Beasley. He kicks it to Sexton. But 3. Rebound by the Trailblazers. Whiteford's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Beaten inside. Defended by Sexton. Thibault with the ball. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet.
Let's see a little bucket. Dunk it.
That was
Go.
a sturdy pick by Nazir Little, a guy that plays much bigger than he actually is.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Olynyk, a screen on Payton. Pass to Olynyk. A 3-ball. A shot off that time. So the Trailblazers will take it the other way. They've led by as much as 10. Pass to Winslow. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
And we've seen it for years. Despite their regular season success, the Jazz just unable to make much noise in the playoffs. Credit the front office for coming to terms with it and pivoting to a rebuild while they could get top value for their stars.
Justice is a do-it-all kind of player, but something you'll see from him every night is toughness and physicality.
Here's Horton Tucker. 6 points for him. 6-second difference between shot and game call. And the basket is good. Olynyk's got 7.
I mean, it's just fun to sit back and enjoy watching him operate. And that's what it looked like the D was doing as well. They're just sitting back and watching.
Here's Payton. Uses the glass to finish the layup. He's got 5.
Beautiful call that time up the floor. The hard screen frees him up for the bunny.
And some good action.
Let's go. 57-52.
Reach halftime. Trailblazers lead by 5. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks a lot. Damian, where does that game face of yours come from?
I think it's just the Oakland in me, really. I'm sure a lot of people know about the past, the Oakland point guards with Gary Payton, Brian Shaw, and Jason Kidd.
All right, David, thank you, and stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started.
Welcome. The first half is in the books, so let's check out the top performers for each team.
They've been assertive at the offensive end, willing and able to shoulder the scoring for their teams.
Yeah, they put on a show for us, Jack. You know, it's something we kind of expected, but 2 great competitors are really going at it.
Now back to our game. Pretty impressive first half for the Trailblazers.
So far, their shot selection has been excellent. They're finding their spots. They have to feel very good about that.
Yeah, but they have to stay focused. This is not a time to get cocky.
And that about wraps it up. And as the third quarter is about to begin, we go to Kevin Harlan for the call.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Now you have to like what we're seeing from Keldon Johnson.
His play so far is what fans love about him. He has gone right at the defense time and time again.
And not standing around, not settling for perimeter shots. He's looking to attack.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. Jazz trail by 5. In at the guard spots, Lillard and Sharp. Nurkic the pivot with Grant at the other post spot. And it's Johnson in at the 3 spot. That's the group on the floor for Portland. The Trailblazers shooting well, 50% from the floor.
Get there, get there.
Passes it to Sharp. That one misses. Excellent D there from Markkanen. The pass to Vanderbilt. Kicks it to Conley.
I'm not gonna lie to you, I'm still pretty upset about WrestleMania.
Nice ball movement by Utah. Clarkson for 3. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. Lillard, the pass for Grant. His 3-pointers off the mark.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can count on him to continue missing.
No one covering. Markkanen's got the first basket of the second half here for the Jazz.
Wow, Markkanen, a great job of pulling up off the bounce. Not many 7-footers have the body control to do it.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And you know there aren't many teams with a more dedicated fan base than Utah. The Jazz fans are behind their team no matter what.
12 points for Dan Lillard already.
It's always striking, Greg, to see the bond between the Jazz team and their followers.
Well, when you're the only game in town, people take the team to heart. And we see it in cities like Portland and San Antonio as well. The fans form that attachment to their team.
Now, here's Vanderbilt. Unloads from 9. Rebound by Nurkic.
And they're 1 of 4 here to start the second half.
Lillard attacking. And here's Johnson outside. Rebounded by Clarkson.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
Conley scanning the floor. Shoots over Lillard. And the shot is long.
Ugly start to this half. Hitting just 20% from the field. Gotta pick it up.
Oh, I didn't see him.
Now here's Conley, the fast break opportunity. Trying to find Vanderbilt. Gets it to him. Nurkic with the block. Pass to Vanderbilt. Tries it again. Missed it. Even after all those chances.
Huh.
Now, here's Sharp. He's covered by Clarkson. And here's Sharp. 7 points in the game. It's tipped. Stolen by Markkanen. Lillard against Conley. Pocket 6. Pass to Markkanen. Fires for 3. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. They've led by as much as 10. Johnson with it. And it's Clarkson picking him up. Here's Sharp. Back to Johnson. Grant with a screen on Clarkson. Here's Johnson. Lillard against Vanderbilt. Another shot. It's deflected.
And for Markkanen, contesting shots is not about explosive athleticism. It's about being in the right position and timing it right.
And once again, off the mark by Utah. And so Nurkic will bring it up for Portland. Since the second half started, they've only given up 3
Come on,
points.
man.
He is so good attacking the rim. It's rare to see him denied like that.
Conley's shot is off.
To me, there's a fine line between being aggressive and just flat out forcing it. His inability to make shots right now is sinking the ship.
And Greg, Keldon Johnson is listed at 6'5".
Oh, I'm missing my armor for those.
He has the strength to fight for rebounds with anybody. Fearless on the court and plays with an endless motor. His strength and willingness to use it makes him valuable.
Colin Sexton, he's checked in for Utah.
There you go.
And he sinks the second.
One of those guys who stuffs the stat sheet. Nurkic is a double-double machine who also picks up a few steals and assists.
Now, here's Clarkson. 9 points in the game so far.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
His rhythm, it's been way off. The goal now might be to get him something easy at the rim so he can just see the ball go in through the net, and that helps.
Nurkic setting the pick for Lillard. To the wing on the left. Launches a three.
Finish shot for 3. Got it. 8-point game.
Nurkic also eats up a lot of space inside.
Greg, at 6'11", 290, he'll do the dirty work for you. He's also a powerful player with plenty of tricks inside.
Now, here's Markkanen. He's been putting up the points on a very steady basis, averaging around 17.5 points a game. And Utah making a change here. Olynyk's checked in. Trailblazers leading by 8. Now, here's Sharp. 10 points for him. Grant with a screen on Clarkson. Sharp, the pass to Grant. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. Grant's got the lead up to 10 now for the Trailblazers. That was a second look at our Mobile One drive. Amazing control on display.
He's doing everything he can to put this game to bed, and great score there to help his team.
Back to Clarkson. Vanderbilt with the screen. Clarkson right side. Up and in on the layup. He's got 11.
Oh, slick move by Clarkson, getting around that inside contact to finish the shot.
Johnson surveying the floor. Nurkic setting the pick for Johnson. Kicks it out to Lillard. 3-pointer. Markkanen pulls. Jazz trail by 5. Taking a look at the Jazz. They've got Lowry Markkanen. Kelly Olynyk is out there with Jared Vanderbilt. Then there's Colin Sexton. And it's Clarkson in at the 2. And now we'll get a perspective here.
What a steal by Jeremy Grant.
How it's been going for the Trailblazers.
Their activity has been at a constant level. Always around the ball. Quick hands causing a lot of steals.
Another place they've had the upper hand tonight is in transition. They've gotten a bunch of their points off the fast break.
Nurkic with the block. Sexton against Lillard. Here's Johnson. Rebound, Utah. Markkanen's got 8 rebounds in this game. The pass to Olynyk. Now Clarkson. Vanderbilt with the screen. Clarkson passes to Vanderbilt. And here's Olynyk from the arc. The rebound by Grant. Grant's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Johnson kicks to Grant. A 3-pointer off the mark.
Dude, I feel like I've missed every single 3-pointer. Yes, yes.
So frustrating when you can't get anything to go down as you're trying to help your team finish the job.
Olynyk against Nurkic. Pass to Clarkson from the arc. It's all in by the Trailblazers. Nurkic has got rebound number 19 now. Incredible board work. Payton outside. Lillard the pass to Grant. Let's go. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers.
And for his offense, this has just been a brutal period.
Here's Olynyk, and the dunk by Olynyk.
Yeah, he can surprise you around the rim. Olynyk has some lift.
Screen by Grant. And Lillard kicks to Grant. Johnson outside. Lillard scanning the floor. And then Lillard slams it in.
This is what makes Lillard an all-star caliber player. His ability to fill it up.
And the Jazz call time here. And Portland making a change here. Sharp's checked in. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Well, during that timeout, the coach of the Jazz talked to his team. He told them they have to keep fighting. He said, hey, look, we're right here, but we can't make mistakes. We got to be aggressive and smart. Back to you guys.
All right, David, thanks. Now, here's Payton. That's good, and it's Johnson with the assist.
The three.
And now it's a 10-point Trailblazer lead.
Great ball movement there by Keldon, making the smart play.
Clarkson right side.
10-point game extension with 3 minutes left.
Shot clock at 6. The open look here for Sexton. And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
And as they're trailing in this game, they're trying to stay in it with the triple. They're shooting a lot more of them than they did in the first half.
And Utah making a change here.
Jazz substitution.
And here's Payton. He'll bring it up for the Portland Trailblazers. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. Grant outside. He kicks to Nurkic. Johnson in the corner. Just 5 on the clock. And it's blocked. Here's Clarkson. Vanderbilt, a screen on Payton. And it'll go. And the Blazer lead is cut down to 5 on the bucket from Clarkson.
And how about the confidence of Clarkson? This man believes in his abilities. And boy, this team sure believes in him.
Now, here's Grant. Here's Johnson. It's deflected.
Oh, my God.
Conley against Payton. 1:44 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Here's Clarkson. That's in there. Conley with the assist. Conley's got his 5th assist in this one.
Few players in the league do a better job of finding the open man than Mike Conley.
Now, here's Sharp. To the paint. It falls through, making it 6-11 in the game.
That's a high percentage look from Nurkic and a smart choice. Bucket.
5-point game.
Clarkson looking for an opening. Over Sharp. Again with the block.
A defensive stalwart so far. That's 6 blocks.
Greg protecting the rim. Love the hustle. Now, here's Johnson. Grant kicks to Johnson. The Trailblazers need to get off the shot.
And there have been some terrible shot choices here, Kev. That's not a good look at all.
To the inside. Doesn't get it to drop for him. Great D that time from Nurkic. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Second team foul.
Basket here, and this game may be all over.
Yeah, but the main priority, Kevin, has to be taking care of the basketball and using the clock. They're in total command of this game with time starting to run out.
Gary Payne the second just hit a shot.
The vice grip a little more each time up the floor. We'll see if they can close this one out.
Utah calls timeout. They're behind by 8. There's 37 seconds left in the fourth quarter. What do you think, guys?
They got to get straight to the hoop with a foul immediately.
Lillard's checked in for the Trailblazers. Here's Markkanen off the inbound pass. That shot no good. This game looks like they've got it just about wrapped up.
Yeah, just got to work that clock and take care of the ball.
Lillard with it. Grant with a screen on Clarkson. Lillard from outside.
And he's been a force on the glass all game long.
He has led this team in rebounding and also taken on the role of enforcer.
So the Trailblazers win it.
We're going to win 103, 101.
Ability to stay focused, I think. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for
Yusuf Nurkic deserved player of the game. 12 points, 22 rebounds, 6 blocks. Keldon Johnson had a blistering first quarter, and then after that, kind of, yeah. Yeah, Lillard had 23 and 6. Quiet game for him. Next up is Giannis. Yeah, so like I was great, guys. Well, those good things, and I'll catch you on the next one. Back to back. Let's